And it is, what, 8:50 in the morning. Stayed last night here, Fremont Lake Campground, just outside of Pinedale. Beautiful, beautiful campground with great views of the lake. Took me a little while to get everything packed up and ready to go. And then today is the long section from Pinedale to Rawlins. It's 230 miles of a lot of sand, from what I know. It's also getting really close to my limit as far as range goes for fuel. So I'm gonna stop by a gas station in Rawlins. I gotta refill all my waters, gas up, and then I have an additional gas bag, those roll-up kinds from Giant Loop. So I'll probably fill that one up too, just in case. And then we'll hit the road. Staying tonight at the KOA in Rawlins. So today's the last major day in Wyoming, and then tomorrow getting into Colorado. Alright, I am gassed up, watered up, tire pressure filled up. Hey, technically, everything is ready to go. But, let's see, 9:28, and I'm already exhausted. That bodes well for the big plans for today. But the sun is shining. Everything seems dry right now. We're in Boulder, Wyoming. All three houses of it. Oh, looks like we'll be going to dirt finally. The hill that was right next to me is called Big Sandy. Cutoff road, okay. These are all very nice, big, fast dirt roads. Alright, so this here's the intersection between the different routes. To the right is GPS Kevin Easy Route. I would assume it's going to be similar to what I've been riding so far. And to the left here is the regular route and also Meerkat's route. At some point this one should turn into 2-track sandy riding. I'm not really sure where, but let's follow it along. We got 171 miles left to go for the day. Jungle. Supposedly this is going to be the section where everything is just full of pronghorn. From when I rode it last year, this part of the state, I remember that too. Just so much pronghorn or antelope or whatever you want to call it everywhere. The Continental Divide hiking trail is running directly left of us in that mountain ridge. Alright, we're coming down into South Pass City, Wyoming, which is just right next to Atlantic City. Those of you who've seen my Wyoming BDR video from last year might recognize this spot. They have this really cool storefront with a giant rifle on it, which is like a big stopping point. But there's the big rifle. Here we are, Atlantic City. The city might be the wrong word. I was here last year, last August, from the when I did a Wyoming BDR. Really cool little place. When we got there, they had a power outage, so everything was closed. So we just went to a campground just a mile out of town and spent the night there before like tackling the next section of the Wyoming BDR. So let's see if I can find some lunch here this time, or at least a nice little resting spot. But really cool little place. I wonder if they're sick from all the bikers yet. This place was closed last time. Fingers crossed, they're open. So, let's see. We are closed. Thursday closed. Today is Friday. Is it 11 yet? It is 11. Or 10:58. So, just gonna hang out here for a couple of minutes, see if they are opening. Alright, grabbed some lunch here at a local bar. Took a little while for everybody to show up that worked there, but a much needed little break. So now we can tackle the remaining 130 some miles. I really like Atlantic City. But they're already saying that everything is starting to shut down now this September after Labor Day. Just because it just gets cold and empty here really fast. Wind is blowing really hard now too. Almost getting a little chilly here. Alright, where is our trail? Hey, how's it going? I just ran into some guys back there that said that you needed some food. They gave me a little power bar to give to you from them. Do you need any food? I got trail mix with me, freeze-dried meal, all kinds of stuff.
I'd love to barter with you for it.
Yeah, you don't have to barter with me. I'm running the CDT too if that's what you're doing. Yeah. But it's a lot easier for me to get to town than for you.
Yeah, I was just telling those guys I just had the most horrible fucking resupply experience there in Atlantic City. I kind of read on the hiker app.
Oh yeah?
That you could resupply there, and I couldn't get a room, and I couldn't.
Yeah, Atlantic City is tricky. I was there last year too. So let me pull over here and then I can help you out.
I was like, I'll be fine if I go and make like 35.
Oh, you're out here in probably the loneliest section. I think I have basically breakfast skillets and maybe some stroganoff or something like that in here. Yeah, you sure you don't need anything else? You're good on water or everything else?
So, yeah. Right on, man. Thanks again.
Hey, you're back.
Good luck on your trip there.
Thanks. Oh, looks like this poor guy had some bad luck on a resupply in Atlantic City and couldn't get any food, anything, so just hooked him up with some of my freeze-dried meals. So hopefully that will last him through this next area, which is pretty empty for a few days for him. Alright, let's keep going. Does not look like a very well-traveled area here, but it's on Brady's map, so let's check it out. A little nice two-track here. A little bit of change of pace from the fast dirt sandy roads. Don't know when the last time anybody's been on this road. There are no tire marks at all, and everything is pretty overgrown. My feet are getting stuck in the bushes a little. Yeah, this has been a very long time since anybody's been through here. Oh, that was fun. I think it's supposed to go up here, but this just looks like a little single track. Should check all the luggage later, and nothing has been stolen by one of these bushes here. Ooh, ooh. Did not expect this trail. And it's pretty sandy now too. Let's see, where do we go? I think we go left. That was interesting. Holy ruts. It's a really lonely, open, long section. It is stunning though. A lot of people think of it as boring or bland, but I love Wyoming and the prairie. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I think I found the only cloud in a pretty wide radius to get some shade for a little bit. So, going with it in the same direction right now, which is pretty cool. Overtaking the cloud. Beautiful, all different colors. Man, they're gorgeous. First wild horses in Wyoming. This place is usually loaded with them. It's amazing. Got really sandy and deep in places. Couldn't turn the camera on while being in the sand because I wanted to get out of the sand, so we'll see if there's more sandy sections coming up here. But I'm on the last like 15 miles before Rawlins. Most of it is pretty light sand like here, so really nothing to worry about. There's definitely some deeper sections as well, but nothing too horrible. If you've run the Wyoming BDO before, think Beaver Rim. That's probably a close comparison. Just get back in your seat and get on with it. A lot of cow pies around for added attraction. I prefer sand over mud. At least when you crash into sand, you're not covered with something that's gonna take forever to get out of your clothing and your gear and everything. It's just covered in a few bits of sand. Alright, you've got some deeper stuff. Alright, nice. That's fun. I think all the luggage weight in the back of the bike kind of helps with traction here too. The rutted sand is worse, because you kind of have to stay in that tire track or that rut. Otherwise it's just gonna try to get away from you. I am a little bit worried about my tires, not from like anything that I've ridden today or anything like that, but they are getting fairly worn already. And I mean, if you look at them, they're still looking like knobbies, but they have probably lost at least half of the knobs height-wise, or tread depth, whatever you want to call it, since I started. And I still have, distance-wise, probably half, if not just over half, of the trip left to go. I have another pair sitting around at home, and I am supposed to meet with my brother tomorrow, so we can ride some of the days in Colorado together. So I'm wondering if I just should let him bring a new set of tires that I have sitting around at home and just swap this out. Sand dunes. Interesting. Okay, I wonder if we're gonna ride through some dunes areas. Yeah, those are some legit big sand dunes. Oh god. Gate. Sure. There we go. Let's go. I'm not chasing you, cow. Just go to the left and right. God, you guys are making everything dusty. There you go, good cows. You guys are just a tad bit dumb sometimes. Little cows, you guys are just really dumb. So long as you guys don't just gang up on me and stampede all over me. Sandy through here. Really got to pay attention. The one time I look at a GoPro, I get out of the rut and right almost ate it. Fuel light's been on for a little while. I think I have enough, and if I don't, I should have some more in my gas bag. But riding sand is not great for your fuel economy either. Oh, 230 miles. Nice roads today. Good riding today, really. I enjoyed today. Mostly nice, beautiful, fast parade roads. Some tree track, some deep sand. Lots of cows, pronghorn. Beautiful day out in this beautiful state. If you haven't noticed, I'm a little partial to Wyoming. And if you get a chance, you should do the Wyoming more. It was a really, really cool trip. Totally worth it. Just make sure you keep an eye on the weather. Really, any western state. Colorado is probably the most forgiving. But any western state, wet roads, it's just a recipe for disaster. So, I want to go get some gas and then get settled at the KOA.